So welcome to this video. I am Monika from IELTS 9. Here I am going to do this reading, the step pyramid of djoser. This is reading passage 2 from test 1, and of course this is IELTS 16 book. Okay. Now I have read out that this is my title. So we are going to read about pyramids in Egypt. Okay. So let's find out the type of paragraph they had given. Like you can see, so they have divided the passage into smaller paragraph with these letters. It means we will be getting match the heading or finding the information from the paragraphs, and after looking at the title and paragraph, just go direct to the type of questions. Here of course this is list of heading, first type of question, and second type of question we have this complete the notes one word only, using one word, and this is the type, second type of question. And third is MCQ. We have to choose only two letters from these options, 5 options. And let's start one by one. First I will be reading it, the list of headings. Okay, so these are the list, and of course these are the instructions. Always read it carefully. You should spend 20 minutes. Okay, this is the starting question. 14 to 20, 7 paragraphs, as we know, A to G. So we have questions. Correct the heading for each paragraph from all list of heading, of course. So let's start reading one by one and try to find out their meaning. The areas and artifacts with the pyramid itself. Okay, they may be talking about some areas and artifacts, some things they would be talking about some things, and like you can understand some old things relating to the ancient time they may be talking. A difficult task for those involved. Okay, some difficult thing they may be talking for those involved. Okay, in a paragraph is something is given like a difficult task was there, then that would be the answer. So the next one, a king who saved his people. Okay, so very simple, so no need to repeat it. Fourth one is a single certainty among other less definite facts. Okay, single certainty. Okay, so you need to understand the exact meaning. A single certainty among other less definite facts. Okay, single definite thing was there among other less definite facts. This kind of thing they want to convey here. Fifth number is an overview of the external buildings and areas. An overview, like aerial view you can say, or so external buildings and areas. So they are just talking about, they may be talking about what kind of buildings and areas, like that. So that overview means like they may be discussing about the building structure, building things available over there. Okay, and sixth number is a pyramid design that others copied. Okay, a design that others copied. Okay, seventh, an idea for changing the design of burial structures. An idea for changing the design of burial structures. Okay, when they will be talking about changing of some design and about this structure, that would be the answer. Eighth is an incredible experience despite the few remains. So this is an important word. They may be using another words for incredible experience. So this is important to know, to find out from the passage if there is a thing. Of course we are not getting the same exact word in the paragraph, they may be using another word, synonym kind of thing. Ninth is the answer to some unexpected questions. The answers to some unexpected questions, there may be some answers given for some unexpected questions. Okay, now always read the list of heading, try to understand their meaning and the important words from the list of headings. Okay, now let's move on to the paragraph A, B, C, D. Turn wise we will be reading, and after reading one paragraph we will be just finding the things from list of heading. So this is A paragraph. Let's read it. The pyramids are the most famous monuments of ancient Egypt and still hold enormous interest for people in the present day. See, so if you ask me any tips and tricks, see, every tips and tricks they doesn't come, they are not helpful for every reading. Really, I'm just telling you, if you read the whole paragraph within half a minute and try to take out the main idea of the paragraph, of course you will be finding the correct answer. Sometimes you can find the word like however, for some words are like that. From there you can just have a clue have a clue that your answer may be nearby that. Okay, and some questions, some match the heading we can easily find by reading the first sentence or second sentence and the last two sentence or the last sentence. But every, like, out of 7 or 8 questions of match the heading, 4 questions you can easily find out by reading the last sentences and the first sentences. But for three questions you have to read the whole paragraph, then you will be getting the answer. So it's better to read the whole paragraph very fast. Okay, these grand impressive tributes to the memory of kings have become linked with the country, even though other cultures such as Chinese and Mayos also built pyramids. Okay, the statement was given, have become linked with the country even though other cultures such as Chinese and Mayan also built pyramids. The evolution of the pyramid form has been written and argued about for centuries. Okay, however, there is no question, okay, that as far as Egypt is concerned, okay, when if there is no question as far as Egypt is concerned, it means Egypt is stable. It began with one monument to one king designed by one brilliant architect, that is step pyramid of Djoser at Skara. Okay. So let's read it. So here also they are telling something that other cultures, even though other cultures such as Chinese and Mayan also built pyramids. Okay, let's go to the match the list of headings. Now what they are saying, let's read it one by one. The areas and artifacts within the pyramid itself. No, it was not talking like that. A difficult task for those involved. No, nothing was like that. A king who saved his people. Though they were talking about king, but who saved his people was not there. A single certainty among other less definite facts. Single certainty. Okay, let's read it again. The next one, an overview of the external buildings and areas. No, a pyramid design that others copied. So that it was given, but others copied word was not there, and indirectly they were not talking about that design, pyramid design that they copied. An idea for changing the design of the burial structures. No, an incredible experience despite the few remains. Nothing was like that. The answers to some unexpected questions or unexpected questions were also not there. Let's read the paragraph again. Okay, they are saying linked with the other country, though other cultures such as Chinese. They are saying Egyptian kings have become linked with the country even though other cultures also built pyramids. Okay, but they have not, of course, after looking at these things they have built. But the one line they are saying, but here what they are saying, the evaluation of the has been written and argued about for centuries. Okay, let's read it from here. However, there is no question. Now there is no question as far this concerned. It began to one designed. Okay, so let's go to this thing. So let's read it. The pyramid design. So they are not talking about any design that others copy. So I am not. So for that, you can some may be like confused with this and other thing. What? So I can just look at this option. A single certainty, because there are no question about Egypt. They are saying among other less definite facts. So this is the fact they are talking about, that Egypt is stable. So I can just write here this A. So so fourth I will be writing it here. Of course I know this is difficult one, don't worry. So when you will be doing practice, you can just learn it how to do it. Okay, let's go to the B paragraph. Now this is B paragraph. Djoser was the first king of third dynasty of Egypt and the first to build in stone. Prior to Djoser region, tombs were rectangular monuments made of dried clay brick. Prior to which covered underground passages where deceased person were buried. For reasons which remain unclear, Djoser's main official, whose name was this, conceived of building a taller, more impressive tomb for his king by staking stone, progressively making them smaller to form shapes known as step pyramid. Is thought to have region for 19 years, but some historians and scholars attribute a much longer time for his rule owing to the number and size of the monument. So what I can get it from here was the first king, third, prior to Djoser's region, tombs were rectangular monuments of, prior to this king's ruling, they were making monuments, dried clay brick, covered underground passages, this for reasons which remain unclear. But Djoser's main official, whose name was Imtop, conceived of building a taller, more impressive tomb for his king by slabs on one top of another. Okay, so let's go to the list of headings. If you just bring out the meaning of that paragraph, then they were saying that he had changed some style, some change. Djoser had changed some style of burial structures. So here it was given designed an idea for changing the design of burial structure. So he had changed earlier. What they were saying before Djoser, they were just doing with clay, and he had done with some stones, step by step stones. So for this B, I will be putting seventh one, because you can just read the other also. They were not talking about difficult tasks, areas and artifacts. No. King who saved his people, nothing was given. A single certainty among less definite, that we have done, cross it. Overview of external buildings and areas. No. A pyramid design that others copied, nothing was given like that. This is fitting with that paragraph, an idea for changing the design of burial structure. So I am just cutting it here. Let's go to the paragraph C. Now what paragraph C is saying, the step pyramid has been thoroughly examined and investigated over the last centuries, and it is now known that the building process went through many different stages. Now just look at the building process they are talking about. Investigated over the last century. Historian this comments on this writing, much experimentation was involved, which is especially clear in the construction of pyramid. In the center of the complex, it had several plans before it became the first. History, 6 levels on top of one another. The weight of the enormous mass was challenge for the building. Who placed the stones? So what they are talking, you can just imagine they are talking about this building. Building and designs and all. So now nothing to do with design, they are talking about building process, everything they are talking about pyramid complex. Let's go to the options. So let's read it. So if I had read it properly, then of course I will get the answer, otherwise I have to read it again. The areas and artifacts within the pyramid itself. Areas and artifacts. No. A difficult task for those involved. Was there any difficult task they are talking? I will read it again, I think. So a king, no, nothing was given like that. An overview of the external building and areas. So building they are talking about, in areas they are not talking. A pyramid design that others copied. No. This we have done. Incredible experience. No answer to. So let's read it again. So according to me, this can I am confused between this and this only. Let's read it again if it is really matches with that. thus has been thoroughly examined and investigated last century building process went through many. Oh my god, this they are talking about building process, not the building whole building complex. They are not talking. So especially clear in the construction of pyramid in the center of the complex, several plans before it became first pyramid in history, piling 6 levels on top of another. The weight of the enormous mass was a challenge for the builders who placed the stones at an inward incline. Okay, really. So they are talking the weight of the enormous mass was a challenge for the builders. So initially they were talking, it is now known that the building process went through many different stages. So for different stages, I guess answer a difficult task for those involved. So it was a difficult task, you can say. Otherwise, I was confused of an overview of the external buildings and areas. So I would be selecting it this because at the end they had said it was a complex process for task. And initially second line also they were talking about, and second line examined and investigated. It is now known that the building process went through many different stages. It means process they are talking, and the process was challenge for the builders. And the list of heading is given, a difficult task for those involved. Okay, so that is for C paragraph. I will cut it from the list of options. Let's go to D paragraph. See, it is not an easy match of match list of headings. So when finally completed, the step pyramid rose 62 meters. Okay, when finally completed, just try to understand this. The step pyramid rose 62-meter high and was the tallest structure of its time. The complex in which it was built, the size of a city in ancient temple. Okay, size of a city, ancient temple, courtyard, shrines and living quarters for the priests. It covered a region of 16 hectares surrounded by the wall. Now they have explained it properly, everything. The false door, trench were incorporated, okay, to discourage unwanted visitor. If someone wished to enter, he or she should have needed to know in advance how to find the location of the true opening in the wall. Djoser was so proud of his accomplishment that he broke the tradition of having only his name or monument carved on it. So what do you find it? So I have so in this paragraph I am sure now they are talking about complex and city like thing. Temple, it is temple is also there, courtyard is also there. So now that was the correct that I was looking for, the list of heading city. And now yes, an overview of the external buildings and area. Now this is correctly matching with that. So some list of headings are really confused, so it looks that it will come with that, with other paragraph also and with this other paragraph also. So for D is so D is an overview, fifth number. So D paragraph is fifth number. Let's go to the E paragraph. Again, E paragraph is a longer one. Let's read it properly. The burial chamber of the tomb where the king's body was laid to rest was dug beneath of the pyramid, surrounded by a. Now they are talking about burial chamber of the tomb. Okay, surrounded by a vast maze of long tunnels. One of the most mysterious discoveries. Okay, found. Let's read it one or two sentences and then the last sentence. Surrounded by a vast maze of long tunnels and had rooms of them to discourage robbers. One of the most mysterious found at pyramids was a large number of stone vessels. Was found inside the pyramid was a strong number of large number of stone vessels. Okay, yes. It was given in that some artifacts they were given. They were talking about. Let's read the. There are other historians, however, who claim the vessels, the things were dumped into the shaft as yet another attempt to prevent grave robbers from getting into the king's burial chamber. Let's read the list of options. Yes, the first number I told you, they must be talking about artifacts, some things. So here things they have discussed within the pyramid itself, and the areas, the burial chamber of the tomb where body was laid to rest. So this is the thing. beneath the base of pyramid, surrounded by vast maze of long tunnels that had rooms to discourage robbers. One of the most mysterious discoveries found the large number of stone vessels. If you can just find the answer like that, it is good. So some things, some paragraphs, some list of headings, we can always find it by reading the first two sentences, but not everyone. If you can just match it, because I will tell you, when you are reading these list of heading again and again, now initially first two paragraphs it is difficult to find the list of heading out of those. When it is when we have left options, as well as when we have when we are reading these options again and again, of course these things will come in our mind automatically. Then for E paragraph, again cut it, I am just putting it with E. It is number 1. Okay, now we have left two paragraphs, and how many this? Okay, let's read the F paragraph. Okay, so unfortunately all the precautions and intricate design of the underground network did not prevent ancient robbers from finding a way in. Okay, so unfortunately, okay, grave goods and even his body were stolen at some point. Okay, small number of valuable thieves. There was enough left throughout the pyramid and its complex. However, to astonish and amaze the okay, astonish and amaze. What are these? So astonish, surprising, and amaze, amazing thing. So to astonish and amaze the archaeologist who excavated. So let's read the options. So here it was given, okay, king, no, king is there. That others an idea for, yes, this so they are not talking about any king here, like who saved his people. No, they are not talking about, like, no. The pyramid design that others copied, nothing was given like that, and we have cut it all the things. An incredible experience despite the few remains. Yes, so they are talking about amazement, amaze and astonish. These are experience, these are incredible experience synonyms. Okay, so I will be just cutting it from the list of option. For F it is 8 number. Okay, now for G, so what we have left for G, this. Okay, so G paragraph we have Egyptologist, this writer, few monuments hold a place in human history, as is significant step pyramid in Saqqara. It can be said that without exaggeration that this pyramid complex constitutes a milestone in the evolution of monumental stone architecture in Egypt and in the world as a whole. Okay, this is the line. The step pyramid was a revolutionary advance in architecture and became the archetype which all the other great would follow. Okay, this was a revolutionary advance in architecture and became the archetype which all other great would follow, means would copy. Okay, so here so they are not talking about king who saved his people. No, this we have done, that others copy. Yes, the answer to some unexpected question. No, they are not talking like that. Then we can just do it, because they are saying it was a revolutionary advance in architecture and became the archetype that which all other great pyramid builders of Egypt would follow. So we can just copy it here. Yes, 6th number for this thing. Okay, now let's move on to the next type of question. So this is complete the notes, and one word I will be using the step pyramid of djoser. The complex, yes, complex word I have read in this paragraph, but first I will be reading. The complex that includes the step pyramid and its surrounding is considered to be big as an Egyptian of the past. So Egyptian of the past. Okay, the word complex, step pyramid of djoser. Okay, I will be reading it. In the paragraph, complex word was there. Yes, complex is here in D paragraph. So how we will be doing? They are talking the complex in which it was built, the size of a city in ancient. So ancient means past they are talking, and Egypt they have given big also they have given tallest. was the tallest structure of its time. The complex in which it was built the size of a city. It was the size of a city in ancient Egypt. So what we are going to write? Is considered to be a big, to be is considered to be, okay, you can just read it. In which it was built was the size of a city in ancient city. Okay, so as big as, tallest, it was given an Egyptian city. You can just put here city of the past. Let's look at this. Was the tallest structure of this time, because they have given is considered to be big as an Egyptian of the past. So for past they have given ancient. So what we can fit it was built was the size of a city in this Egypt. Okay, so this, so you can just put the word and just try to fit. If you don't find it, then it is impossible to just find the paragraphs, because same thing would not be given over there. You have to match the words. So earlier sentence it was given big, it was given as tallest, as an Egyptian. For past they had used the word ancient Egypt. As a size of city it was given. So next one is the area outside the pyramid included accommodation residential area that was occupied by, along with many other buildings and features. So what we can, so after first we will be getting the second one. Okay, so and included, so till here we have done and included a temple, courtyard, shrines and living quarters. See, very easily they have given. So synonym they have used living quarters for the priest. That is given. Included accommodation that was occupied by priest. I will be writing here priest. So S is given, so I will be writing it here priest. Okay, so a wall ran around the outside of the complex. A number of false entrances were built into this. In addition, a long encircled the wall. Okay, a wall, the entire wall is there. The wall had false doors, it was given, and cut into. Okay, the entire wall was then ringed by a trench 7 meters long and 40 meters. Okay, okay. Okay, what they are saying, and where a wall ran around the outside of the complex. A number of false entrances were built. In addition, a long, okay, so the wall had false door they are talking about, cut into. The entire wall was then ringed by a trench meters long, and the false door and the trench were incorporated into the. Okay, so here, in addition, a long dash encircled the wall. Encircled means like encircled. So the wall is there. So this is suppose wall. So encircled means it was in round like, and it was the entire wall. So encircled the wall means entire wall was then ringed by a trench. So we will be writing it trench, ringed by a. So, encircled here means ringed by a trench. So I encircled the wall. So here we will be writing trench. A long by a trench. So long is also there. Now you can see long word is also there. Trench 750 meters long. So trench, I will be writing it here. So after that, as a result, any visitors who had not been invited were cleverly prevented from entering the pyramid grounds unless they knew of the real entrance. Okay, let's read it. Cleverly prevented. Okay, it was given. Incorporated unwanted visitors. If someone wished to enter, she should have needed to know in advance to location of true opening in the wall. Okay, so pyramids invited were cleverly, any visitor who had not been invited were cleverly prevented from entering the pyramid's ground unless they knew the real entrance. They needed to know. Okay, they needed to know means unless they knew the in advance how to find the location of the true opening in the wall. Location of the real entrance. True opening here means location. location of the real entrance. So you have to match the things. Cleverly prevented, so it is given indirectly. If someone wished to enter, or she should needed to know in advance how to find the location of the true opening in the wall. Okay, now this is complete. Let's move on to the choose two letters. Okay, so which correct letters 25 26 on your answer sheet? Okay, which two followings the writer make about King Joseph? So initially let's read it one by one. So writer is talking about, writer has given some points about this king. Some different points may be there. Initially he had to be persuaded to build in stone rather than clay. No, he did not do anything about persuasion. So it was given, he changed it, he did not. So it is not exactly. So here it is given in B paragraph. Regent tombs were rectangular monuments made of dried clay, which covered this. For reasons which remain unclear, Djoser's main official, whose name was Imamto, conceived of a building a taller, more impressive. So nothing they had given persuasion. He did not persuade any person. So it is wrong. There is a disagreement concerning the length of his region. Yes, it was given length. See, it is given. Is thought to have regened for 19 years, but some historians and scholars attribute a much larger time for his rule. So it means this will come. Yes, this was a disagreement. Yes, right. He failed to appreciate his part in design of the. He failed. Nothing had given about appreciation of anything. So this is also wrong. If D number is, a few of the possessions were still in his tomb when archaeologists found it. Yes, when they were talking about some robberies in paragraph, I will show you. So here they are talking. There was enough left throughout the pyramid and its complex, however, to astonish and amaze the archaeologists who excavated. Okay, grave goods and even his bodies were stolen. All archaeologists found there were a small number of valuables overlooked by the thieves. So everything was left over. So in a few of his possessions were still in his tomb when archaeologists found it. So this is right. So he criticized the design and construction of other pyramids in Egypt. Nothing I had not found anything about criticism of design and construction. So in this way we have designed, we have finished, and I have explained the whole paragraph, whole passage properly. Thank you so much for watching this video.